I was in the truck stop all day looking for loads. I wasn't able to book anything, but it certainly wasn't because I had bad internet. Okay, we're back in the truck because it's just so loud outside. But anyways, look, 16,055 miles on the truck. We've been idling a little bit, so 7 mpg. But hey, this is gonna be Hotshot Tech Thursday, what I use for internet, okay? Now, here it is. It's kind of a bigger, it's a bigger device, okay? And I'm gonna try to, there it is, okay. So look, hand, device. Here's the thing. This isn't for everyone. This is an at&t device, obviously. But I used before this. I tried out the Wi-Fi in the truck stops, right? The Flying J Wi-Fi, that's the one I tried out. It's like the cheapest option, 20 bucks. It was, and so I paid 20 bucks a month, and it was slow. And I was worried, I'm like, dude, this really isn't secure. You know what I mean? Anyone can pay the 20 bucks and start looking at all of the traffic. And so I would have to use the VPN, which would make it even worse. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't need the VPN. I don't need the Wi-Fi. So after a month of that, I canceled it, okay? And that's all the experience I have with internet. The only other thing I used before this was I used my phone mobile hotspot, but the problem is it's only 20 gigs a month, and for me, that's not enough. So I needed something with more gigabytes, but not like breaking. The problem is most companies, they charge extra when you go over a certain limit, or they throttle it down. And so I didn't want either of those two options. I just wanted a high limit with a relatively decent price, okay? And that's why I think I went with this. Now, what you get is, this is a home at&t like home Wi-Fi thing, whatever it's called, something along those lines. But so that means it's for your house. The problem with buying for something for your house when you live and sleep in your truck is it comes with an outlet, okay? And that means you have to have an inverter. So if you do not have an inverter in your truck, this is not for you. But the other thing is, like I said, high limit, high price. And that means I get, I think this thing gives me about 100 gigabytes of data for $110 plus tax. So that's just an added bill for something that isn't a necessity. You know, it's not, most people just do not need this thing. I dropped my, and they're here. The main reason most people do not need this thing is because, I highly doubt you're going to use 100 gigs just with your laptop. Okay, here's the important part. Unless you're like me, you have a YouTube channel and all this other stuff, this is really, really not needed, and it's completely overkill. And so that's why I say, look into, if you are interested in having Wi-Fi in your truck, right? If you're having it, look into something else. Robert from South Georgia, Hotshot has OTR, but I think with one of those devices, because it connects to the same towers, whenever there's a device that connects to the main network towers, they always have something. It's either throttled down, or the speeds in general are slower, or the device is not as good. So there's always something wrong with going with a third-party Wi-Fi device. That's why I wanted to go with an at&t device. I didn't want to go with somebody else. But OTR is a little bit cheaper, okay? And I don't know, I'm not sure what their data plans are. I've looked into it before, but I really didn't figure out. But I know I was asked several times in the comments, what do you use for Wi-Fi? This is it. Look, the battery, it has a battery, so but it just started blinking red. Look, see that? That means I need to put it on charge. Okay, so there it is on charge. It's now charging. You see how the power thing isn't blinking? That means it's charging. When the power thing is blinking, that means it's using battery. But that's neither here nor there. But the point remains the same, that at&t coverage, the coverage is okay. I will say Verizon has better coverage. Just flat out, Verizon has better coverage. So could I have gotten this thing from Verizon? No. And the main reason is because, first of all, they don't really offer one with 100 gigs. Problem number one. Problem number two, why you want to, if you have a phone and you want to get Wi-Fi, why I like to go with two different companies is because at&t is usually better in buildings. And most of the time when I'm sitting on my laptop and doing some work, I'm inside. And so Verizon is better everywhere. And so you want, on the road, you want to have Verizon for cell phone coverage, and when you're sitting inside the building trying to get work done on your laptop, you want to have AT&T service. And so that's why I split it up, you know. So I have Verizon and AT&T. But this thing is kind of expensive. So this is what I use for my home Wi-Fi. You know, it's just a quick little video for Hotshot Tech Thursday. I haven't done a Hotshot Tech Thursday in a while. Shame on me. But speaking of other tech, by the way, really quick, just a side note, you guys, the website is doing great. So many, I'm amazed with the response. Many people have signed up saying, hey, I need a dispatch service. Many owner operators have signed up saying, hey, I want to lease under. Okay. So if you are a company and you're looking to lease on trucks, and you're a dispatch service looking for trucks to dispatch, sign up, because there's owner ops waiting to work with you. Okay. So, and I mean, that thing should probably be its own Hotshot Tech Thursday, humble brag. But no, that's beside the point. Regardless, it's just there's people waiting to be dispatched because it is a lot to do on the road. Like I said, I literally sat on the board all day and nothing, right? And so sometimes that does happen because time spent on the board doesn't necessarily mean results. So this is why having a dispatch service occasionally makes sense. This is why sometimes starting out leased under is absolutely should be a necessity. You know what I mean? It's so much work to be like a full owner operator under your own authority that I was leased under for 3 years, you guys, you know? So I mean, if you want to start, lease under. But guys, a quick little thing, don't sign up for the website if you're not ready to go, if you don't have a truck and trailer. That's the only requirement. Do not sign up if you don't have a truck and trailer. So if you have your Hotshot equipment and you're ready to lease on, there's companies that wanting you. If you have a truck and trailer and you have your own authority, there's dispatch services that want you. And if you're a company, guys, there's trucks signing up as well. I'm just blown away overall with the response. I'm really, really surprised. The only thing is I'm doing a lot of the work manually right now just because some of the stuff on the back end isn't fully ironed out. So when you do sign up, be patient. You may not get a response right away. You know, nothing's gonna be instant. So so I'm doing a lot of the work on the back end. So if you are interested, go sign up. But this is gonna do it for Hotshot Tech Thursday. This is the Wi-Fi that I use. So if you have an inverter, you now can have the Wi-Fi. So this is the thing I use for the Wi-Fi. Now you know. Thanks for checking out Hotshot Tech Thursdays, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.